Hello everyone, welcome to this video. I am Raja R. Raut and I am an information technology and cybersecurity professional with over 16 years of experience. In this video, we are going to cover about the Microsoft Azure Cloud and especially the Microsoft Azure Cloud Fundamental certifications. So let's begin. Now, Microsoft Azure Fundamentals is a certification by Microsoft. The code is AZ900 and there are various pillars of this certification or various sections of this certification, which are describe the cloud models. The next is Azure architecture and services. And the third one is Azure management and governance. We will study about all of these in detail if you are going to do this certification. But in this video, I am going to cover in more detail regarding what these domains are and what they cover. Okay, so describing cloud models. In describing cloud models, we are going to learn about introduction to cloud. Here, it would cover the definition of the cloud, what is cloud computing, and a few other details so that you have understanding of what is cloud. And then comes the cloud models. Here you have models like private cloud, public cloud, hybrid cloud, etc. And the concepts of infrastructure as a service, software as a service, platform as a service also come in the cloud model section. Then comes the high availability and scalability. So the high availability means that any system or service should be available all the time. So they should have redundant components which enable them to be highly available. And scalability. Scalability is the capacity or the ability of the cloud service to scale or expand on demand so that whenever there is requirement of more resources or more capacity or storage, the system or the model could expand to provide service for the same. Then comes the Azure architecture and services. In this, we are covering the Azure accounts and resources. So ideally, the Azure is based on a subscription. Under the subscription, you have accounts and then you have resources in those subscriptions. So resources could be compute resources, storage resources, or network resources. Then let's go to physical and management infrastructure. So the physical infrastructure consists of the servers, the network, the storage, so the various physical components which make up the Azure architecture. And then comes the management infrastructure. So the management infrastructure is the are the components which combine and then you would be able to manage this infrastructure. Okay, then move on to the components like compute, networking, and storage. So, like traditional computing, networking, and storage in data centers or on premise environments, the Azure also has compute, networking, and storage, but it is on the cloud, hosted on Azure data centers. Now, more importantly, then comes Azure Identity, Access, and Security. Identity is about the users and the identification on the cloud, and then access, we'll talk about the access management, authorization, authentication, etc. And then you have the security, because security is also very important for any cloud service. Now come to the next section, which is Azure management and governance. In Azure management and governance, you need to know about the cost management. Now, cost management. So, whenever you buy any service from the cloud, or even if you go to the market and buy some service, you need to know what is the total cost of ownership we are going to get from this cloud and what is the return on investment we are going to get. So the TCO and ROI, these are some things you should keep in mind whenever you are going for service in the cloud. Then apart from the cost management, you would come to know about what are the policies which are available on Azure and the blueprints. Okay. Then we have the subsection of Azure Resource Manager, Azure Advisor, and Azure Monitor. So these are various components, tools, or technologies which enable the monitoring and reporting and governance for the Azure environment. Okay, so these were the different domains of Azure Cloud Fundamentals AZ900 certification exam. So let's move on to questions and answers. Obviously, I understand that you might have few questions and answers regarding this certification, so I wanted to cover few of them. The first one is preparation. How to prepare for the certification. So the preparation is relatively or comparatively easy for the certification because you have study materials available. If you go to learn.microsoft.com and then search for AZ900 certification, you would be able to browse here and you would have all the documents arranged in various sections, and step by step the learn.microsoft.com website guides you, and you could complete all the necessary study material sections and gain knowledge to enable you for the preparation. Apart from that, there are various YouTube videos by various content creators and Azure experts, which they have made it available on YouTube, and you could go through them and then you would gain additional knowledge to gain more confidence to write this certification. Let's go to the other section, which is cost. Now, what is the cost of this certification? In USD or in US dollars, the cost of this certification is $99. If you if you take another example like INR or in Indian national rupees, the cost of this certification is something around 3,600. Obviously, there may be some taxes applicable, which might be add-ons to the actual cost, but the cost is comparatively lesser than many of the other certifications in the market. So this is something which you could afford and you could go for it. Now, then let's move on to what are the benefits of this certification. Obviously, there are many benefits of getting cloud certificate or cloud certified because nowadays all the organizations, enterprises, and many things are moving to the cloud. So, gaining knowledge in the cloud domain is imperative and very much important. Now, the major providers, cloud service providers, are Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. And Microsoft is one of the most important and predominant cloud service provider with a good amount of market share. So to start with the cloud journey, Microsoft AZ900 or Microsoft Azure Fundamentals is a good certification to start with. So these are some of the benefits of doing this certification. Thank you everyone for tuning into this video. I have made an attempt to provide you a brief understanding of the Microsoft Azure Cloud Fundamental certification and how to achieve it, how to prepare it, what are the costs, and what are the benefits. If you have any questions or comments or queries, please do post in the comment section and I would like to cover them as much as possible. Thank you again and have a good day.